Hello, I see this has been billed as an after-dinner speech by a comedian. Oh dear, sorry about that. We all know that comedy needs an audience, just like football needs a crowd. But I haven't dubbed any oohs and ahs onto this. It can't be a normal after-dinner speech. I can't see your faces, nor could I hear you laugh, should you feel so inclined. And I'm not going to regale you with jokes about all my japes as an undergraduate at Robinson, but actually on the subject, can you still sneak into the senior common room late at night? What about the secret tower? Is that still open? You get an amazing view of Cambridge from there. And what about the trellis thing you had to climb up late at night to avoid the porter's lodge? Too much foliage to climb up, I think, yeah. In those days, there wasn't much foliage. I'm talking 40 years ago. We were the first full cohort. Much of the college wasn't quite ready. We moved in, but the laundry room was available, not the TV room nor the party room. But Malcolm was in charge of the bar and Fred Boyne was in charge of everything else. The theatre wasn't ready yet, not until the summer. We were supposed to be the first show in there. We had to be the second show because it wasn't ready for us. We did a Harold Pinter play and my co-star was Morwenna Banks. You might know her as the voice of the mother of Peppa Pig. Now, I made my career as a performer at Cambridge. I was president of the Footlights. We toured the UK and Australia, and I got my equity card. Now, mostly these days, my stage is the boardroom, the conference centre, well, actually, Zoom really, at this particular moment. But I still have a great loyalty to the performing arts sector. And I'd like you to consider its plight, even though we are all very mindful of the many sad and tragic stories that have emerged this year. But theatre is going to suffer greatly. Even down to 1 metre. Social distance rules means that opening most theatres will be uneconomic. Cameron McIntosh has closed all his shows for the rest of the year. Andrew Lloyd Webber is doing his best to persuade the government to try some techniques from South Korea that have worked, it would appear. For example, testing people's temperature as they enter the theatre. But one civil servant did ask him, Andrew, is it absolutely vital in a musical for people to sing? Music and theatre have been overlooked as institutions, as buildings, certainly individuals as well. Because of previous rulings, lots of technicians, production crew had to be employed by the movie during the filming and then let go. So when the furlough happened, they were neither able to be furloughed nor access the self-employed scheme. And as Sam Mendes said in the Financial Times, he's a Cambridge alumnus and James Bond director, this is a major industry. Making an investment in it makes financial sense. Now, there is an eco-structure from fringe theatre to repertory houses to the national companies and, dare I say, including the very much not subsidised comedy clubs I used to frequent, which mean that big movies and TV shows always want to film in Britain because of the quality of the actors, the writers, the directors, the designers, and the technical crew. The industry is a world beater. The FT pointed out that arts and culture provide £11 billion to the UK economy and support 363,700 jobs. Now, this is one of the major reasons, they say, why the UK is number 2 in the world's soft power rankings. In Germany, they've already given €1 billion to the arts. The culture minister sees them as vital at Lebensmittel, as essential as food. Every European country has given money to museums, galleries, orchestras and theatres, except one. In Britain, we're still waiting. Sport is in a similar position. Oh, but they have allowed Premier League football to start. But did you know that double the number of people attend theatre in London alone every year as attend every single Premier League football match? Double. So is this special pleading for lovies? Well, I'm asking, all you do is just support your local theatre in whatever way you can, now and certainly when it opens, if it opens. But I also need to think about music and theatre as wonderful training grounds for young people, even if they don't follow a career in the arts. Performing is not only great fun, it gives you confidence, an ability to work as a team, and real discipline. Rehearsing is a great discipline. You can see tangible results because of repeated efforts, continued working. However, school music budgets were down even before all this happened. Since 2010, they're down 13.5%. However, some innovative academies are based on oracy as a speciality, or as oral skills. This means you can do well in meetings, you can hold your own in interviews, you can present your own ideas well and work with your team. Now, these are overlooked, especially with underprivileged children. I spend much of my time now with business people dealing with these very issues, communication issues, that if only they'd had a chance at school, they wouldn't have to catch up now. Now, it's going to be a very long time before I'm back on stage with the Comedy Store Players, improvising scenes and stories with my ensemble. Scenes and stories based on audience suggestions, but it will be wonderful. I cannot wait. But let me tell you that my love of that shared experience of dramatised storytelling is something that was nurtured at Cambridge, both as audience member and as performer. It's something that's very, very precious to me. Almost as precious as the slightly scruffy second-class degree I got. But that's another story.